Hey everybody, we're here with the New York Rumble Boston Whitecaps. We just heard a little bit of the huddle down there with the New York team, and Daniel Kawancha, the coach, is wide up for this cast. We'll get him some of the timeouts. And, you might know the story. This is the third game for both teams. Boston is 2-0. New York at 0-2. They played each other 2 weeks ago in Boston. It was the home game for both teams. A close loss for New York. They lost by 2. And, of course, last weekend they also lost by 2. So New York is looking to try to get a win on the board here, and this is a great opportunity for them here at their home field in Union City, New Jersey, at the Eagles Nest Roosevelt Stadium. What do you think, Tommy? This is kind of a nice place to play a game.
This is a beautiful stadium. Absolutely gorgeous on the rooftop.
We got to hang out in the field a little bit and see it's a little crosswind sort of in the corners. It can kind of swirl and kind of go away. And, of course, we talked about this last week. The sun, the setting sun in the west is a real factor for right now. The players you see on the Boston team on that side of the field will have to deal with that to start. Looks like they're going to be pulling, however, so it'll be in their eyes in defense. So some keys of the game here today is how to stop Jeff Graham. He is number one right now in the fantasy pool, and that's all important. But more importantly to New York, because he scored 5 goals against them last time they played, and he was virtually unstoppable, at least in the first half. In the second half, he only collected 1 goal on an amazing catch of the week, friction gloves catch of the week, actually, and that was it. And that was when New York kind of made their run to get to 13s and almost take a lead in that game. So one of the things that Coach Q is telling me he's going to do with the New York team is put that same defender on Graham that he did in the second half of the game, and that is number 3, Jonathan Cox, or Waldo as he's known. So let's look at the starting lineup here. We see for offense out on the field, Jody Avergan is back. He was missing last week. We got Heyman, of course. Looks like Gillis and Faust, and there's Mark. We were talking about. He was telling me Markey and Kuzmowicz is going to play a big role today. Mazer up to Heyman. Now, New York has gone. Haven't scored. They've been down 2-0 in both of their games so far. So let's see if they can get on the board here today and kind of start a new trend. Mazer's got an open man, but he has to holster it. Goes back through the middle to Heyman. Heyman's got Kuzmowicz open, but can't quite find him. He's looking for some finder and ditches it up to Faust, who's got a man cutting, but he doesn't want to throw that. Instead swings it back around. Mazer swings it to Kevin Terry. Terry to Mazer. Mazer's got a break mark throw low. Up. Down. Looks like a turnover. Hit the turf. So another slow start for New York. And now let's see if Boston can capitalize. It's Teddy Brower-Jarvis, number 18. Throws the disc over to, I believe, Miles Montgomery Butler. Oh, he's got an open man there. It looks like a broken defensive play here. There's nobody on Rumble to follow. He tracks down into the end zone for the goal.
Looks like Myers scored that, number 88.
Correct, Robin Myers. And again, New York puts themselves in a hole just on a sort of a break mark attempt into the end zone, and Boston makes them pay.
Looks like some confusion on the D, on the turn. That guy was...
Here's the pull. A little bit short into that direction. It's the wind is going to chop that down a little bit. Faust to pick it up to Mazer. Mazer gets it into Heyman. Heyman's got a man right across the middle. That's Faust. My bad. It looks like the pickup was Terry on the pull. Mazer with the disc. Mazer breaks it. Gets it over to Markey and Kuzmowicz. Kuzmowicz to Heyman. To Gillis. Kevin Terry. A swing to Avergan. They want more distance on the field. Whoa, nice bid. Oh, max it up in the air, so Carey's able to collect it. Terry to Heyman. This is where the defense starts to tighten up. Nice layout there by Kevin Terry to preserve possession. He's looking for Mazer on the swing around. Get it to Avergan. Avergan wants some trick throws, but he's not going to throw that wisely. Kevin Terry. Well, the mark is switching around here. It's very crafty by Boston. Mazer. Kuzmowicz. Back to Mazer. Looks like a foul. Yeah, he's got a call. Okay. Mazer turns around to get the attention of the referee, and that's a clear foul, I think.
Yeah, it looks like a foul on the arm as he was throwing it.
It's like Chris Waite, who didn't play last week and is here this week. So Mazur with the disc. Nice little break mark dishy over the top. Well, there you go, TK. They broke the curse.
They did indeed, and it looks like their passing was a lot faster. Notice that not really many people holding on to the disc very long.
Yeah, I didn't see the stall count get up to past 3 or 4. Cooper with the disc. Or is that Malachek? That's Malachek. That's Brandon Malachek. We know he's going to be a big player for these guys. Gets it in to Zid. He's got some what there, TK?
He's got some big throws, Malachek. Very exciting to watch.
Yeah, they wanted him on the field, TK, to be able to really stretch the defense with those big throws. Just having him on the O-line. He's normally a D player, so putting him on the O-line, they feel gives them an advantage, not just with his throws, but also just opening up the field.
Looks like New York just fouled Boston.
That's Jeff Graham, 21. So if he's fouled in the backfield, that's fine. They just don't want him to get goals. Danny Clark, they were telling me Danny Clark not right there with the disc, number 77. He's going to be somebody that Boston wants to get activated a lot for this game. He didn't get a lot of action last time. Okay, is there a call or not? The New York player saying it's clean? No. Baker thought he had a clean block on that, but it looks like it's going to be a foul call. Baker on Danny Clark. Danny with the disc with his little lefty. He swings it to Graham, dishes it with the scooper over the top for the goal. Hey, that's easy when you got a wide open man and a shorter defender.
Very nice movement. And again, the foul's hurt.
Okay, here's the pool. Will Neff with the pool. Big D player for Boston, but it does hang and then die down. A little short, so a short pull, and Mazur with the disc. Down 3-1. Whoa, dangerous swing, but gets it to Kevin Terry. Terry wants to get it back to Mazur. Looks like there's a body contact foul here. That foul is on Terry Roth, who we saw make a pretty hot layout last game up against New York. Hey, the fouls are now 10 yards instead of 5 yards. I think they've advanced that. Terry to Gillis. Gillis has Nulati, but Nulati can't find him. Terry swings it quickly to Mazur. Moves it up to Mazur. Mazur takes his time, swings it. Terry with the scooper. Faust over the top. Nice little play. Mazur wants it. He's got Nulati. Looks like his defender fell down, but that's going to be a goal. Not much you can do about that.
Hey, guys. Hey, sideline. It's one. Give the sideline, guys. Sideline, guys. Hey, listen. Sideline.
Okay, we're hearing DQ right there. The coach telling them 1. So that's going to be their defensive call, whether that's a forehand or a backhand or some kind of switchy D. Maybe we'll find out here.
Looks like the pulls are a factor, going left to right. Short pulls.
Yeah, indeed, Tommy. Kind of into a little bit of a brick wall, as Kuzmoich told us earlier. Graham's happy to play the unders right now.
Danny Clark wide open.
Ooh, Milo almost had that. Snyder with a hot D. Couldn't quite get to it in front of Cooper. Graham swings it up over to Jake Taylor. Frogger punches it in. Jake Taylor 0-0 throws the goal, and Boston stays ahead 3-2.
It's the straight up the field. I like that force, but we can't let him have that.
So Boston Whitecaps with the 3-2 lead. There's the pull from Mike Miller, I believe, one of the longtime captains of the Slow White mixed club team of legendary Ceres in the Boston area. Mazur finds his man, Heyman. Looking under for Gillis. Uh-oh. Through it. Heyman had a little hot shot behind Terry a little bit. Terry not able to collect that. Another break opportunity for Boston. They've had one already. They feast on this because their offense is a machine. Anderson puts it deep. This could be a goal if he hangs in there, and he does.
What a nice throw with some hang time in the open space away from the defender. Beautiful throw.
Sean Doherty reels that in from Brent Anderson, and Boston takes a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, Now that turnover was hurtful because Boston got it back on the 45, so not really much to go.
I didn't like that Heyman throw. He looks like he needed to throw out to the flat, and instead he tried to hit him in stride in the middle.
The one force which I like, it's this one. It's the straight up the field, okay? Don't give him the straight up the field throw. Make him throw it out.
Okay, we're back up again. I have to listen to DQ a little bit on the sidelines. Give a little bit of a different look. So Mazur's facing a zone here now. Boston comes down a little bit of a tricky matchup here. They've got Miles Montgomery Butler sort of playing a clam position where he's able to turn his back to the disc and just kind of look at cutters coming in. Teddy Broad-Jars marking on Kuzmowicz. Throws it too far for Heyman pulls that off the turf beautifully. That was close. And now you've got a big bomb rip. Faust has got his disc. He's got his man open. Oh, it was a good play. Oh, what a catch.
Wow.
Bounces up in the air. Circus catch. Not in the end zone. Faust dishes it up to Nulati for the goal. Oh, that was exciting.
Way to stay with the disc.
Had a lot of bumps and grinds and bubbling up into the atmosphere, and he pulls it down. The plastic, spastic, fantastic goal.
Hey, to start, when you got it, Kevin's staying right here. Just throw it because you recognize the junk right away. You know, if he's that open, it means they're in something weird. Get it to him right away. Yeah.
All right, well, after that fantastic turn of events there with Mazur pulling the disc off the turf on a throw that went too far and ripping it deep and able to pull it in for New York for the score to make it 4-3 Boston. Graham moves it up. Graham's happy to play the unders right now. Oh, it looks like a foul call. The double team looks like I got a hand on the body there on Brian Zid, the Boston player, being marked right now by Corey Lee for New York. So Zid gets the up line cut really easy actually to Cooper. Cooper finds the open man for the score. Okay, here we're back up again. You know, we've got some sponsors here for MLU. Waveborn sunglasses. TK, have you seen any Waveborn sunglasses?
I have.
Oh,
they
yeah?
look great.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen them yet. We'll see them around as the summer progresses, I'm sure. Here's this junkie zone again. Mazur handling. Heyman rips that hammer over to Faust, who has to come back for it. Way to read that by Faust. He finds another hammer back to Heyman. Heyman's got a wide open man over here, which is Gillis. He's not guarded by anybody on the far side. But instead, they kind of work it up. Looks like Mazur and Jody Avergan. He's got Kuzmowicz. He's got, there's Gillis. Faust, I'm sorry. That's Gillis cutting across. There's Heyman. He's got Mazur. He's got Mazur. He's going to put that nice little edge throw. Hung up a little bit, though. Mazur's going to have to make a play here. Instead, Deed up. Oh, he's got it on the rebound. Hello. Bounce up in the air. Fortuitous Mac of the disc for Christopher Mazur to pull it in.
Way to stay with the play, too. Absolutely. Fantastic focus.
You know, they tell you to catch your D's, Tommy, but it's hard. You know, it's hard when, and who's to say that trying to catch that D isn't going to mac it up in the air either. So a great bid. Hirschberger gets up in the air, hits the disc. It looks like he's got a nice D on it, and just hangs up in the air enough for Mazur to get under it and get the goal. Cooper to Malachek. Malachek's got streaker with Graham, but Graham's going to be a decoy for right now. Gets it under to Brian Zid. Finds Danny Clark. Clark back to Cooper. Cooper punches it through the middle. Malachek with the big rip. Floats it. This could be anyone's game, but he's got a nice receiver. He's got some defense there. I think that's Baker coming over and making the play for New York.
What a great D. Just got up in the air and swatted it out.
I'm a little bit confused. I feel hurt right now because I have Baker on D on my fantasy and Malachek on O. So I gain some and I lose some from that play. Joe Smash Anderson, here's a great chance for New York to break back on defense.
Kevin Terry with the disc. Back centers it. Oh, Lucas Murphy's in.
Yep, the lefty Murphy, 47. Joe Smash, 21. Anderson. Joe Anderson. Oh, nice way to recognize the poachers. And gets it to Kevin Terry. Terry, is that Wycus out there?
Yeah, Wycus. Oh, Wycus puts it up deep. Oh, just floats over both
Yeah.
Boston and New York.
Tough matchup. Baker's got the game and got the ups, but Danny Clark is a beast out there. So, you're going to have to make a play on Danny Clark if you're putting up a 50-50 ball, and that unfortunately did not happen for New York, and it's back to Boston. Jeff Graham with the disc. Swings it to Doherty. To Zid. I'm sorry, number 3, Brian Zid. Dumps it back. Graham. He's looking not a lot of action. Doesn't have a lot of cutters, but finally Malachek is able to spring free. He's got Dave Truesdale over here on the side. Instead, he swings it up to Graham, who's making a lot of plays. Graham puts it up for Truesdale.
Oh, that's a big backhand.
Again, this floats a little bit. Is Corey Lee going to be able to get there? Yes, Corey.
Milo Schneider.
Oh, it's
wow.
Snyder, yes, baby.
Flying layout D. Wow.
Miley Cyrus, I apologize. See a beautiful D. He's also on my fantasy team. This one's gonna hang up a little bit. Joe Smash wants this disc. Oh, what a play by Joe Smash! Way to read that. Wow. Okay, they really need this here. Looks like it might be a timeout call, a foul call. I think it's a timeout call. Hey, we're gonna listen to. We're gonna listen into the huddle right now.
Settle down.
Really like the stack too. It's using the entire length of the end zone.
See Gillis leaking back there. Gets to Terry, swings it back. Yeah, they're leaving him alone over there, Tom. Oh, back up to Mazer. Oh, for the goal, Terry. Terry finds a streaking Mazer. Mazer's excited about that one.
Way to take the initiative, Mazer.
Maybe a little give and go and ties it up. 5-5, New York and Boston. We got a game.
Time's running out. 21 seconds.
Tie game, 5-5, 21 seconds left, so Boston's going to have to run a play. Plenty of time here. The clock starts right now. Malachek with the disc. Malachek to Graham, who's been given the unders and is taking them. Danny Clark with the disc. And the left, they want Graham again. Oh, they got a lot of movement going on here. Anderson wants Graham. Nope. Oh, what a D by Milo Snyder. Gets his paw in there. Smacks it down. Now they've got 2 seconds. Moss are going to have to collect this and huck it, but it's not going to be in time. Good try from New York. What a D by Milo Snyder. That's going to end the first quarter. 5-5, New York and Boston Whitecaps.
Telling my guys to jump back, but they're obviously looking for a call, right? They're looking for a call. I mean, if I'm at disc space here and he wants to plunge into me, is it so they can't move? No arms? No, I'm talking about over there. Okay. You have your space. If they're just looking for the call, as long as you don't chop at the same time, just stand your ground, all right?
So we're back second quarter, tied 5-5.
Hey, this is good for New York. I like it that they got the break back. They didn't go down 2-0. They're still down. They should be, this is a chance where they should be up a little bit. But I think, this is a game that they feel they can win and should put it away.
It's a beautiful pull, 10-yard line.
Definitely their matchups are working. Graham has yet to sniff the end zone. He's really been kind of forced under. Oh, what a D by Joe Smash gets in there. Reads that perfectly. Wycus with the disc. Here's a chance to go up a break. Lucas Murphy wants to take his time. Swings it to Wycus. Wycus back to Murphy.
Smash with his long arms, just getting in there, snatching that disc away.
That's a mental play too. I love that. He just sees where it's going to go ahead of time and just kind of like sneaks his. I don't know how he's invisible on the field with those cleats.
Wow, look at that! A foul, a call made.
Ooh. Wycus tries to punch it into Smash. And Smash can't. It looks like his shoulder's a little bit hurt there. And we have another call here, another injury. It looks like Alex Cooper is going to step off the field for Boston right now. So when the Boston player Alex Cooper took a sub, also just Smash, who got a little bit roughed up by that throw. It's going to take out Malachek with the big huck. Oh, he's got Corey Lees on this one, though. Corey Lees should be out. He's got a height miss. Oh, pulled down. Hello.
Wow, he just
I want to say that's Reinhardt who rips it over. Not a goal yet in the area. This is to Zid. Zid is looking for something. Zid to Graham. Does Graham get an opportunity? It's up the line to Miles Montgomery Butler. That's a little high. There's the goal. Will Neff, who ripped it out of the sky over Corey Lee. Wow, Corey Lee was there, but that was a heck of a play there by Boston with the height advantage, and that's going to help. You've got a smaller defender, go up big, rip it over his head, and collect the rewards. Here's the pull from Boston.
Oh, that's a deep pull going back into the end zone.
It's this direction, I think, Tommy, for sure. Still, that's the deepest we've seen, but it looks like an offsides call is going to send this back. They're going to have to pull from the middle of their end zone now. So on the field there we have, let's see, it looks like Teddy Jaris, number 18. We've got Eric Stevens, number 29 out there. This is the Whitecaps. Okay, let's see what's happening here. It looks like Boston moves up. I'm not entirely sure how this is going. DQ's asking the referee right now. It looks like New York's going to get the disc just straight up here.
Big advantage right here.
That's a huge advantage. Pick it up at the 30-yard line. Now it's going to come back to the midfield, 50-yard line. Mazur's going to pick it up. They're coming out in a junkie zone again, is Boston. John Hirschberger on the mark here on Mazur. Mazur swings it out to Avergan. Avergan back with the little lefty to Mazur, to Terry. Terry looking for Gillis. No. Heyman's covered on the under. Hirschberger. Looks like a foul on the mark. It's going to come up 10 yards. Back to the 50 here. Hirschberger on Mazur. Let's see if they find some space downfield. This is enough distance for Mazur. Oh, there it is. Way to put it on the distance. Faust has got this. He can just track this down pretty easily, and there he does. Beautiful shot from Mazur, huh?
Beautiful throw. Wow. Into open space. Led his teammate for the catch. Great.
Yeah, this is where you see where you're talking about that penalty. I mean, 50-yard line, that's plenty of, these guys, that 50 yards is no problem. He actually put it 70 yards to the back corner there.
Beautiful.
Well, so far, Tommy, they've kept Jeff Graham in check. New York has. Graham, we talked about earlier, is the fantasy points leader, and not just that, he's a difference maker on the field with getting open and making plays. And we saw it against DC, and we saw it against New York in the opener. And right now he's been kept up. Ooh, skied up in the air. Looks like Miles Montgomery. That's Jake Taylor. Frogger gets it over Rob Baker. Ooh, a hot bid there. Coming in fast is Jonathan Cox on Graham. Graham knows he's got a speedster on him now. Well, that might be slowing him up a little bit. He's certainly not given any in the end zone. Oh, he's got an open man here. Let's see if Malachek can score. Can find a way to lace it in for the goal, and he does.
What a nice flick.
Puts it into, I believe, Sean Doherty or Brian Zid. Malachek able to score the goal for the Boston Whitecaps to hold their 1-point advantage, 7-6.
All right, crowd getting into it now. They want to see the rumble.
7.5 minutes left. Nulati swings up to Terry. So we see Nulati getting some plays out there. He just gets open. He just runs and runs and runs and finds a space.
Oh, looks like a turnover.
Wow, that's a mistake that could haunt them. Hirschberger gets it into Eric Stevens. So bounces around.
Oh, 3 Boston Whitecaps there. No one caught that.
It's just a little bouncy. No one was able to get a clean catch on that disc, and well, we'll see if that comes out to be a factor. That could have been a 2-goal lead right there in the end zone. Hung up a little bit for Jody, but he's able to track it down. Heyman swings it over to Bosco. Bosco looking for Terry. Doesn't throw that. He needed to throw that, but he doesn't. That's all right. Faust wants the rip. Does he put too much on it?
Nice rip. That's
Nulati's going to get there. I love it. Nulati tracks that down easily. He's got Jody for the goal shot, but no, he wants to be conservative, be chilly. Finds Heyman. Heyman's looking for someone who wants to score. There's a little body contact. He's going to get 10 yards, move it up. Let's see, who's Heyman, number 1 receiver here? Tough to say out here. I think it's going to be Faust, number 41. There it is to 41. Does he hang it up enough? Faust can't pull it off the turf.
Diving in the corner, just can't hang on to it.
He had to try to come around from behind the disc in a trailing edge. Nice bid. He got a piece of it, but not able to complete the pass.
Maybe a little bit too low. Double team by Rumble.
Boston back on offense. Will Neff, one of the veterans of this team. Hirschberger fakes the downfield, swings it wisely to, looks like Robin Myers. Oh, there's the rip from Will Neff.
Wow.
He's got an arm on him. That's going to pay. You can see that. It's going to float up nicely. He's got a chance at this.
Just a little too much. Out of reach.
How far was that throw? 30. That's 70 yards to the end zone. 75 yards. Yep. 75-yard backhand from Will Neff, and unfortunately not able to fall in nicely for Zid, and instead it's New York's disc. Okay, he's able to look off the defender on that. That's nice. Nolati to Kuzmowicz to Jody Avergan. Avergan to
Bosco.
I believe it's Bosco, yes. Bosco to Heyman. It's a new line out here. Well, they're really trying to find themselves, Faust. One of the player captains out here. Faust is number 41.
Good patience by Rumble. Not forcing anything so far. Just
well, we've seen when they force it, sometimes, it hasn't worked out so well for them. So I think they want this.
Kevin Terry with the big flick.
Oh, beautiful.
A little bit short.
Heyman able to track that down. Short could pay up, could not pay out, could be trouble though. And he punches it into Jody Avergan for the score. Ties it up at 7s. Heyman to Avergan after the big break through the defense throw by Kevin Terry.
Good deep look by Kevin Terry. Great. Nice throw.
Dropped down there nicely for Heyman. I like that.
Oh, that's a big pull.
Drops down at the 10-yard line. Moved up, Cooper. Malachek swings it out to, I believe, Brent Anderson. Anderson. Oh, Graham's finally got distance now. He's got his man behind him, but they can't get to it. Can't get it to him. Now they want it. Malachek can't get the release off with the long arms of Joe Anderson on him. So Malachek has to dump it under to Anderson. Anderson looking. Also swings it to Graham again, who's been under all day. Waldo, Jonathan Cox, number 3, has kept him under. Oh, there's the big rip for Anderson, but no.
That's short.
Baker with the D to Joe Smash to Anderson. Anderson swings it up to Cox, number 3. Cox back to Murphy. Murphy with the lefty. Oh, he didn't see his man under there. Ooh, almost a turnover from Cooper after he makes that D. Swung to Malachek. Malachek fakes the rip. Graham again on the under. Cox on him. Smash on Joe Anderson on Malachek. Malachek puts it in front of his man. Mazur's got the height, but Anderson pulls it down.
Wow.
Anderson looking for Zid. No, he's got Doherty. There's the goal.
Wow. Their handler's like alone back there. Keep up the D, guys. Keep up the D. But when we get it, value it. Value it.
Okay, there's the pull. You heard a little bit again from Coach Q for the New York Rumble, valuing possession of the disc. We heard him talk about when they get the D. So now they're on offense, only down by 1. Big fake from Faust, able to swing it. Little junkie zone again. We're seeing from that Scooper.
Whoa.
Hangs up there nice enough for Terry, and that worked out pretty well actually because now they got some action here. Gets it to Heyman. Heyman's got a man downfield.
Oh, he's
a little slice on that to Nolad. He's got to read that.
Oh, the wind just carried it.
Yeah.
It was a little too edgy, right?
It's tough to read that. Coming in hot. Looks like a timeout call. New York comes in with the double team. They did this last week. We saw to try to stop any quick action.
Big hammer cross field.
Corey trying to track it down, but can't get to it. Zid collects it instead for Boston. Zid up to Graham. Graham again kept under. Lost Litauer is on Graham. Ooh, he almost had a little fumble there, but that's due to contact from Litauer. Cooper for Boston on the field, of course. We've seen him all day. Gets it up to Malachek. Some kind of call here.
It's coming back to Graham. He's walking it back. Looks like 10 yards.
Might have been a traffic call. Danny Clark on the field here for Boston.
All right, they're on the 31.
Truesdale wants it deep, but no, not there. Danny Clark instead. Oh, too far from Malachek. Clark thought he'd lead him. Now this is the conservative possession-oriented offense that DQ is preaching for New York before the game. Ooh, Snyder able to get that out of the diving Jeff Graham. Pops it up a little bit for Baker.
That may
Baker's
be trouble.
Gonna have to get to that.
Oh, turnover.
Can't collect it. Smart D from Truesdale to kind of get in the face there of Baker and kind of distract him from reading that disc properly, and it just hung up a little too much. Ooh, what a zip on a hammer on that play. There's Graham getting open. Graham's going to have easy throw here for the goal.
What a great lead. Nice throw by Graham.
There's that hammer that did everything, Tom. The hammer from Brandon Malachek, really. It's the one that broke it open right there. And finally we see Graham getting some action downfield.
You know, if there's too much hang time, it could be dangerous. These defenders are catching up pretty quickly, and they got the hops and the ups.
All right, coming back in here, 9-7, Boston. Again, they're in danger of losing their lead and have instead stretched it back to 2. Mazer.
Ooh, almost with the block.
He's got Avergan on the side, but gets it up to Gillis.
Looks like Faust. Oh, Faust puts it up.
Wide open to Heyman for the goal. Makes it look easy. It's so easy,
Yeah,
Tom.
it's
It's
great.
so easy.
Well, these guys are pros.
But why wasn't it easy last point? That's what I don't understand. Why is it so easy this point and it can't be so easy last time? Why don't they just make up their mind and make it easy all the time?
Yeah, I think the quick movement on that last play definitely benefited Rumble.
Yeah, they found the opening spaces and were able to use that. I have a call here on the poll. We're going to see if it's an offsides. Might be to the 50-yard line. Again, we saw the advantage in that earlier.
Absolutely. This wind looks like it's picking up, so the pull is definitely going into the wind. And now that the sun is setting, it's getting a lot cooler down there on the field.
Yeah, it's pretty nippy out there. It's in the 50s, I want to say. Maybe even the high 40s. Everyone's bundled up here in the stands. They don't get to run around on the field. A lot of sweatshirts out of here. Got a press booth down below us.
All right, looks like they're going to repull.
So here's your scenario. 41 seconds. So 41 ticks on the clock. The lights are up, illuminating the field for our day-to-night game, which we'll be seeing a lot this year.
And Lucas Murphy with the pull now.
He's got the hyzer, the wax, the wane, the whelm, and down to the waist onto the 40-yard line. Malachek to Graham. Graham to Clark. Clark lefties it up to Anderson. Anderson has got an open shot here. Nice put. Way to find that streaker. Malachek, I think, snuck out there. Of course, we're not expecting him to be in that position as a cutter or receiver in the end zone, and I think that's why he had 2 men on him trying to get over to him, but he was able to score easily. Boston, 24 seconds left for New York to try to tie this game. Get a point back before half. I think they pulled that short, so it rolls out of bounds. Clock doesn't start until he picks it up, though. And it's going to start now, however, at the 30-yard line as the Rumble player checks in. I think that's Heyman to Mazer. I'm sorry, that's Heyman.
Gillis looking.
They've got 15 seconds. Swings it to Mazer.
They're going to have to throw it off soon. They're running
10
out of
seconds.
time.
Gillis. Crowd's counting it down. Heyman. 5 seconds. Okay, this is going to be a jump ball. Could be anyone's. Who's reading it? Oh! He went up for it. Tipped it.
Wow, 3 Rumble players, and it looked like 2 Boston Whitecaps in that huddle for the jump ball.
And no call. And that's the end of your half, folks. 10-8. Boston Whitecaps keeping their advantage over the New York Rumble. Hey, folks, we're back in here. Tommy, tell us about some of your thoughts and what New York might need to do in the second half to get back in this game.
All right, well, some of my observations, New York's got to cut down on the penalties. They really gave up a lot of yards to Boston. I also think their throws need to be a little more crisper. There's a lot of hang time allowing the Boston defenders to catch up and get Ds. And they need to keep the disc moving quickly like they did with some of their nice, quick scores.
That one from Faust into the end zone was one of those examples of that.
Absolutely.
Here on Boston side, they've got to feel happy with this road lead at halftime. Second road game in a week, 2 weeks for them. They played in D.C. last weekend. And without one of their top stars, Peter Pryl, 2 of their top stars, Josh Marquette, also not here tonight. So they've got to be pretty happy with this 2-goal lead, and Jeff Graham yet to get in the end zone. Tommy, that's That's a pretty major turn of events there. They're still leading this game.
Yeah, that's a big surprise. There's been a lot of talk about Jeff Graham, and he's been pretty quiet.
Well, they're forcing him under, and it's been working to keep him under. The problem is that when New York is getting the turnovers, they've been able to turn it back over. Boston's been able to get that turnover back, and New York's not been able to convert as often as they would have liked.
Oh, that's a big gain over there.
Oh, here's a big rip. It's a lot of edge on it. It's just going to float around there. And
floating out of bounds.
Tail away from Gillis into the seats. D there by Hirschberger.
That's one of the examples I was talking about. You got to get those throws without so much hang time and keep it in bounds.
Mistake for Rumble. And let's see what Boston can do with the disc. Will Neff will pick it up.
Oh, big hammer, cross field. And it gets D'd by Gillis.
Did not catch the Rumble off guard on that one.
Penalty. Chris Mazur's walking it up 10 yards to the 40.
Mazur looking for Faust. Swings it instead to Avergan. Avergan looking for Gillis. Doesn't want to hit him. Oh, Jairus wanted to poach into that to Heyman, but Heyman able to get into the center. Markowitz swings it over to Avergan. Avergan falls down. Foul call. They're going to move that up 10 yards from where Avergan was. Foul there on Anderson. There's the full 10 yards, and now he's got a goal shot opportunity here. Nice attempt of the D from Hirschberger, but Faust finds the open man for the goal.
Very nice. Very nice, Rumble.
Markian Kuzmowicz, who made that that hanging throw that went out of bounds, able to collect the goal.
He's a very fast cutter, so that's his job.
I think they want him to cut, not to throw necessarily. 5 Ultimate is the official apparel provider of the MLU. Exton, Vero, Rory, the whole family are true lovers of the game and have built their company with a vision for growing the sport and outfitting those who play it, an especially goofy combination sometimes that you'll love. Honestly, I do. Visit them at 5ultimate.com or follow them on Twitter at 5ultimate.
I'm very pleased with my 5 Ultimate gear. It's
I like the little pockets.
I do too. It's
in the shorts.
Great fabric, good feel, and fast shipping.
Have you tried the 5 Bamboo? It's a bamboo lycra combo. It's pretty nice. Oh, Graham with the big rip. Danny Clark is there.
The two Rumble players trying to get to it, but it just sneaks in, like you said.
Yeah, it sneaks by Corey Lee. Anderson now have to collect to it. Danny Clark gets it instead. And now here's the opportunity for Boston.
Give and go.
Oh, down a little low. But he's collected nicely by Miles Montgomery Butler. I'm sorry, that's Jake Taylor. Sorry, Frogger. Malachek. Malachek finds
wide open.
The open man for the goal.
That looks like Brian Zid with the score.
Stevens better get some Ds. I don't have him on my D. I'm cool with that. All right, never mind.
Boston with a big pull. It looks like it's rolling, and Faust picks up and throws it off and centers to Mazur.
To Nulati. Nulati to Mazur. Mazur gets it into Gillis. Gillis to Terry. Terry to Mazur, and Gillis breaks really quick for that. Gets the give and go up the line. And Terry to Mazur.
Oh, Mazur with the rip.
Oh, is it going to float up?
Is it going to float? No, just a little low. Not enough hang time for Faust to catch up. And Boston with the quick throw up line.
Robin Myers gets to Teddy. Teddy Brawler-Jaris with the disc and the cleats.
The neon green cleats, okay.
It looks like Anderson.
Doherty.
Crowd's getting a little bit anxious here. They really want to block.
Upline cut.
Myers able to make a nice move there. That's 23. Casey Turp getting some action out there.
Boston does a really good job when there's no upline cuts. The handlers take the initiative by making those upline cuts themselves. Oh, big scoober.
Ooh, a little too much hang time. He had a nice look there. Anderson wants to call on it, but there's no call. Nulati gets up there after the hang, a little too much hang on that scooper to a wide open receiver. Looks like Mike Miller was the receiver, intended receiver. Nulati able to smack that out of the air and Rumble with a chance.
That was a great D. All right, let's go, Rumble. Oh,
Heyman, give and go to Heyman.
Cut.
Hangs it.
Nice
Mazer able to collect. Gets a little
nice.
bump.
Gets
Looks
the
like that's
bump.
going to be a foul. He's going to
call.
get. Yeah,
10
he's going
yards.
Swings it over to Nulati.
Oh, the
Can't
drop.
hold on to it. I think he just took his eyes off it for a minute. Maybe Teddy Brower-Jarris was in his ear.
It was coming in pretty fast, but great throw by Kevin Terry.
Ooh, hot bid there by
Ooh,
Faust. Can't get to it. Anderson. Open man,
there's the
Teddy
streak.
Brower. Terp can't find him. Back to Anderson. Crowd's getting into it. Robin Myers.
Crowd's getting into it with the defense chant.
There's
A big crossed. Wide open to Anderson.
from Miller to Anderson. Chris Waite we've been seeing in there, number 12. Teddy Brower-Jarris with the disc. Hammer, lefty hammer, wide open man.
Oh! He had it in his hands and it just bounced out. Ooh, Anderson.
Came down a little low and a little hot.
Excuse me,
and
that was not Anderson.
we're going to see a timeout now. And now we see the offense for Boston. New York on the field. Ooh, tight
Ooh.
quarters.
Lots
Heyman
of traffic there.
Heyman guarded by Will Neff. Rips it up to Kuzmowicz. Kuzmowicz to Gillis. Guarded by Hirschberger. Gillis swings it out.
Nice.
Mazer. Kuzmowicz.
Oh, low thrown and makes Kuzmowicz do a sliding attempt with the drop.
Well, you can't give Boston that many chances, Tom, and expect them not to put this one in.
Absolutely. This is Boston looks like they're just going to be patient and look for the wide open guys
And
like Anderson.
there's one right
Oh!
Wow. 2 hot throws to Anderson that he can't collect. That was not Anderson. I'm sorry. That was Alex Simmons who couldn't collect that one.
This is very uncharacteristic and just making it more exciting with this big swing.
Gillis tracks it down. Outside, that's Faust. Faust with a big
with
outside
big
in.
rip. It's going to be
Gillis is there.
Gil-
He's got a
what a
defender
beautiful
going up
throw.
high.
Oh!
Tipped by Hirschberger.
No
at
foul.
The last minute.
No foul.
Reinhardt.
Oh, the crowd's getting into it.
Ooh, blocked by Faust, but not enough. Stays up for Boston. Terry Roth dumps it back to Robin Myers.
Looks like there's some Rumble players
I'm sorry to Taylor.
looking fatigued on this long point.
Simmons to Roth. Got open man. Can he find him?
Doesn't take the open
Can't
throw.
find the guy in the far corner there. Has to dump it back down to Taylor. Taylor has a little bit of edge to it now. Here's going to be an easy goal. There it is. They just wore him down, Tom.
Wow.
Boston looked exhausted. They just didn't have the legs to cover that far side of the field once it got swung over there after the multiple turnovers.
Innova, the official disc of the MLU, is the Innova Pulsar. Designed in cooperation with players and staff of the MLU, the new Pulsar is the perfect disc for the pro game. Get your Pulsar today at shop.mluultimate.com or visit innovadiscs.com.
New York down by 3. They're definitely up against it right now.
Oh, big rip.
It's going to be too far for Baker.
Oh!
Baker had a choice. He had to go with the right hand or try to come in a little hot or try to just kind of lay it out with the left and hope that it wouldn't go too far. He went with the right, the big paw on the right, and with the edge on that disc that was coming in, he sort of just macked it away from himself.
Yeah, this is something that I've been seeing a lot from the Rumble big throws. It's coming in pretty hard with a lot of edge. Maybe that.
Except for the floater we just saw from
it's
from
either
Faust.
it's either a lot of hang time. Oh, what a deep!
Gotta love that. That's Jonathan Cox, number 3, with the quick, springy layout D. Up the middle. Here's Murphy. Murphy is able to find it. There's Anderson there. Swings it back to Snyder. Snyder's got a man in the middle, but swings it back to Murphy. He's looking for Terry. Back to Snyder. Back to Milo. Milo's got two people.
Ooh. Great catch. A lot of traffic again. Scary.
Corey Lee keeps his concentration and drags it in. Murphy looking for something. Gets it back to Terry. Smash is making a play out there. There's Joe. Anderson. He's got a man in the corner, but doesn't shoot for that hot corner. He had Cox coming in, but decided to holster it. Murphy gets it out to Corey Lee.
Loose mark. Oh, what
Lee with a little crafty.
What a throw. Snyder coming in quick.
I'm going to tell you, he learned that from Brian Garcia on Blackbird. The fast, quick, upfield lefty to Snyder for the goal. To keep up on all the news and events from around the league, like the MLU on Facebook at facebook.com/MLU Ultimate, and follow the league at twitter.com/MLU Ultimate.
And check out the MLU YouTube channel where you can watch these games. It's been very exciting. I mean, last week's games were so exciting to watch at home.
Let's get into it a little exciting. Here we got a minute left in the third quarter. Boston has stretched the lead to 12-10.
I don't see anybody going deep yet.
Clock with a double team. He's going to have to try to find. Oh, he punches it through just barely.
Gets the backhand off.
Yeah, with the lefty backhand to Graham, I believe. Swings it out to Malachek with the hammer.
Big hammer.
He's got an open man.
What a beautiful throw.
Goal, Boston.
I mean, he really put some touch on that. That just basket catch. Great throw.
Here we are. Whitecaps, 30 seconds to go. New York with the disc. They have to have this score. I'm just going to say that right now. They're not going to win this game if they don't score here.
Absolutely.
Pops up to Faust. Faust finds his man underneath. It's Kuzmowicz. Kuzmowicz to Terry.
His nickname is Muck, I've been told.
Terry to Bosco. Up to Faust. Faust looking for somebody he's got.
Oh, that got that. Oh, I think the defender got a piece on that, and he just rips it deep.
Graham rips it, but it's too far. It's almost like a punt right there.
Yeah, it looks like time's running out. So
not a lot of time for New York. They're going to have to send to the end zone right here. See if they have enough. Okay,
jump ball
will count. This will count if it's a goal, folks. A little botting out. Oh, there's a call. There's a foul call. There's a call here. I'm trying to see what they're calling here. The observer, the referee. I'm sorry, is
it looked like a foul on Rumble.
Yeah, he might have called a push off on Rumble.
Yeah,
and then that would end the half.
Guys, one break changes the whole game. One break changes the whole game. All right, let's go. New York on three. 1, 2, 3. New York.
Okay, Tom. What are some keys? What is? I mean, we just heard Coach Q say they need one stop. One break can make the difference here.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to take advantage of Boston's turnovers and really capitalize on it. I mean, 4 tries without a score, that's pretty disappointing.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that the defensive line has got their act together to know who's going to be making the big plays when they need him when they get that turn. So here's the break opportunity to start when they're pulling. Some big fakes there.
Absolutely. Somebody on Rumble needs to step up big.
Fakes from Frogger. Taylor laces it up.
Oh, that's a nice D. That's Lee.
Corey Lee. Now can they convert? This has been all game for New York. They haven't been able to convert.
Schneider just beats his man upfield. Great cut. Lee is just wide open again with a no mark and the same thing. Oh, what a great throw. Wow.
There it is again from Brian Garcia, from Boo. We're going to credit that one to Boo. The lefty from Corey Lee gets it into
Jonathan Cox.
Yeah, Waldo scores the goal. Here we are again, back on the action. Malachek. Oh, he rips it down deep. Corey Lee on defense on Graham. This should be a Graham goal easy. Does he get it? Yes. Gets the feet down. Tough for Graham to lead a match up with that. And There's the opportunity. But look at that. They see the opportunity, right? They set that up. They get an exciting score on D from New York, and they come right back with a big huck to Graham for the goal. So some of the other games which you can watch on the channel, of course, which you'll see. Obviously, DC and Philly are playing.
Two solid teams.
Portland and Vancouver.
Portland really needs a win to stay alive.
Avergan. Back to Mazer. Mazer. Heyman. Heyman back to Mazer. Trying to find the cracks in the Boston D. Heyman. He's got an open man, but downfield, but doesn't want to risk it. Heyman's being smartly guarded by Alex Simmons.
Oh, what a D. Layout D.
Terry Roth gets his D finally. Beautiful play.
Just didn't really see any cuts happening. Nobody going deep to open up the short game either.
Yeah, and that 7-second stall count was starting to weigh down on Heyman there. He had to do something with that disc.
Looks like Schneider's coming in.
I think Kuzmowicz took an injury, and looks like Reinhardt, Simmons are going to sit down also for Boston. They're going to get back Jeff Graham. Wow,
I
that's
love
nice. Why not? Why not just bring Jeff Graham back onto the field? Streaker already. That's Malachek. All Neff dumps it back under to Jake Taylor. Taylor swings it to Graham. As we said, he's back in on the injury. Snyder trying to stop Hirschberger. Graham gets caught up on a high count, but able to get it off to Malachek. Malachek to Neff. This is an Ironside line right here, with the addition of Jeff Graham, who could easily be on that team.
Oh, what a juke.
Faust got lost a little bit there, and Malachek with his perfect range for his throw with a big deep hammer to a wide open Jeff Graham.
That's a beautiful hammer.
No chance for anyone but Graham to get that disc.
That Pulsar disc, it's got a different rim from other discs.
A little deeper.
Yeah, it really enables a longer flight and hang time.
Mike Miller with the pull. Big advantage here for Boston. That was a turn, a break that they got back for Boston. They're up 15-11. Swings it to Heyman. Heyman able to track it down. Zone here. Looks like a four-person cup. They get to the middle to Nulati. Nulati drops it back to Mazer. Mazer up to Avergan. Avergan's got a man upfield. Looks like Bosco. Bosco. They don't want to push it to the end zone because that's what the zone wants you to do, is try to throw an ill-advised throw to what looks like an open man. Now they're back to man.
Yep.
Mazer. Mazer to Heyman. Heyman's all over the place. Nulati. Too far for him. I think maybe Heyman thought he was cutting out, and Nulati was cutting under. Nulati's a guy you got to hit sort of in his gut. And that throw was a little bit too far for him. And Teddy Brower-Jaris with the disc, the big lefty hammer. Oh, he's got a man in there. Oh,
what a grab.
Anderson skies for it. Well, we're going to have to see what this is. He looks a little upset. Bosco doesn't know. Anderson doesn't know. The man down on the ground for Casey Turp is the man for Boston, who's back up. I believe Anderson's got the disc in his hand. They're trying to work it out here, find out what the call is. Looks like no call. Anderson dumps it to Miller. Miller to Robin Myers. Myers to Brower-Jaris. She's got a man deep, but you'd have to.
That was big gains on these yards.
Well, they're coming out of the vertical stack, and they're just, they're getting a lot of yardage. Up the line. Should be an easy goal. Anderson makes it look nice.
Anderson got the step on him, and he just burned his defender, and his defender didn't even catch up at all.
He's fast.
Could fitness be an issue for Rumble with these long
fitness
points?
is for everyone with the width of the field and the long points for sure. It's early. It's early for these guys, and not a lot of people have trained for May games. That will change. Snyder up to Murphy. No, Kuzmowicz. Kuzmowicz to Terry. Terry to Snyder. Snyder to Kuzmowicz, who wants Faust. Finds him.
Kuzmovich just gets open all the time. Great cuts.
Fast to Terry. Terry up to Baker. Baker to Terry. Terry's got a man across the field with the hammer. Finds him. Goal. Marking Kuzmovich from Kevin Terry.
That was a great play by Rumble.
Tom, this is one of the first games we've seen on the East Coast in, 2 weekends, 2 games a weekend, where it's been this, this stretched out a lead. The Philly DC game was close. Philly New York was close. New York Boston was close. New York DC was. New York Philly last weekend, and this is the first time we've seen a team really stretch it here with Boston's 4-goal advantage and receiving on offense.
Yeah, Boston's.
They sprung Graham again. Nope. Ooh. This time they had somebody kind of spying on them back there. That was Rob Baker watching for that play. Oh, now they had another open man. That's Cooper trying to sneak it down there. Well, Anderson with the disc here. He's going to put it deep. Uh-oh. Defender Corey Lee able to sneak in there. Just kind of get in the way of Brian Zid so that Zid is not able to have a clean look at a play there. And the turnover to Boston. And Rumble with an opportunity here now to kind of chip away at the lead.
Good play by Lee, not the foul either.
Snyder.
Looks like there's a little zone D going on. Oh, what a layout D.
Works.
Number 3.
Yeah, it's Brian Zid. Gets it back.
Oh, it looks like he's wide open.
Goal collected by
13.
Brandon Malachek. Oh, there's a little chatty chat on the field out there. Number 6, Dave Truesdale, one of the co-captains of the Slow White team. A player from Minnesota came out to the Northeast. Throws the goal after Zid with the D in that trappy zone here at Union City Roosevelt Stadium at Union City High School here in northern New Jersey with a view of the Empire State Building off to our right, just behind the Rumble as they're receiving the disc. Down by 5 points is New York in a fast change of game. Oh, Heyman can't come up with the trailing edge after the D on the pass from Mazur from the Boston player. I believe that might be Zid again. But
yeah, it looked like that throw was just a little bit low, and defender just put his arm up and swatted it.
Yeah, he didn't quite get enough air under it, did Mazur. And now Boston with yet another opportunity to break for a goal. Alex Simmons, 24. I thought it was Neff on the D. Well, no wonder. Neff is a guy you don't want to challenge.
Oh, big hammers.
Neff rips up the hammer, completes it to Simmons, who finds Terry Roth with the
sticky
snag.
fingers.
Sticky fingers. Roth gets it. Hirschberger. Looks like there's some kind of discussion or call here. The referee's pointing to Will Neff. I want to say it's a timeout call. That was a great comeback by him. Well, after that amusing chair game at a little break here, Boston with the chance to run away with this game yet even more. Hirschberger with the disc. To Neff. Neff, who laces a little too much distance on it. Oh, wow. Cox wanted that back, but nope. It's collected for a goal.
The unfortunate Mac.
Yeah, I mean, well, he had to make a bid out of it. If he didn't get up on that, it was going to be a goal no matter what. I believe it's Reinhardt that collects that.
I like that.
So, Tom, you just had an observation about the cutting style of Boston, getting some yardage. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it looks like Boston's using, traditional vert stack, and they're really making sharp in cuts, whereas sometimes Rumble's doing a lot of horizontal cutting.
And I think you see that Boston's getting a lot more yardage as a result.
Oh, absolutely. Like 10, 12-yard gainers.
I mean, we all know that using the width of the field is an important part of this hot layout bid there. Just a little bit short. Terry able to collect it. Back to Mazur for the disc here. But back to what we were talking about is that was a great bid, by the way, by Sean Doherty. But a little too high for Heyman. Pulls it down, though.
Great catch.
Heyman's going to want to look to up the line and gets it to Fausto.
Oh, that's pretty.
Throws the goal.
Again, those were more of the in cuts instead of the horizontal cuts, and they really got some yardage and give and goes. Great.
So, New York down by 5 pulls it to Boston, who's got a comfortable margin victory here. Again, last two weeks ago they just worked out the clock, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them do that right now. Like, they're not even cutting downfield.
Yeah.
This is going to be a clock-killing moment, is my guess here. Not too far, and Clark is able to make that completed pass to Brian Zid. Zid to Robin Myers. I'm sorry, Taylor. I'm sorry, Malachek. This is this ball control. Taylor. Let's see how much time they can use. That's
it's about 2 minutes right now.
Cooper with the disc. Double teamed. Cooper gets it up to Clark. Clark back to Cooper. Cooper looking for some action. Finally finds Frogger. Taylor, that is. Jake Taylor. Taylor swings it out to Truesdale. Truesdale is an open man. Danny Clark with the score. Nice touch from Dave Truesdale to Danny Clark.
Danny Clark has been doing it for years, and it doesn't look like he's slowing down at all.
No, he's got some ups. He's got some speed. Ultiphotos is the official photographer, partner of the Major League Ultimate. Ultiphotos features an elite core of ultimate photographers across the U.S. and Canada who are passionate about the sport of ultimate. Kevin LeClaire, we know. Christina Schmidt, we know. There are many others. They're available to cover your ultimate tournament and capture incredible photo memories for participants and fans. Check them out at www.ultiphotos.com and check out their complete MLU game coverage at mluimages.com.
I love Ultiphotos.
They're great. They're really
It's awesome. It's so much fun to tag your friends and new friends.
I just think they look good. Especially these night games with the lights on. It's like pretty sweet.
High-resolution photos, awesome.
So much better than those low-resolution photos. Nulati can't pick that one up, and things have gone from bad to worse for New York. This is not the game they wanted to come here and have at home. Try to defend home field advantage. And there it is, the goal for Boston to take a substantial lead. One of the biggest leads we've seen this season.
Oh.
Terry Roth with the traditional backflip afterwards, which is always appreciated. A minute 13 left in the game. 2013, Boston in command. This game is basically over. Teddy Brower-Jarish lifts it deep on the pull. Coming down with it's Kevin Terry. Gets it over to Mazer. Mazer to Terry.
I'm surprised they're not doing a pull play.
That's one thing that Boston does do, and that's what we saw them break out of half with, was that pull play from Malachek to Graham. Yeah.
Absolutely. Quick score.
You know where they learned that from? New York. Like, that's how Boston learned the pull play, was getting killed by it in New York all those years. Big swing over to Avergan. Fakes the hammer. Wants it for Heyman. Wants the call. He's going to get the foul call. 10 yards. Moves it up. Sean Doherty on the D. Jody Avergan will get the disc back. .33 seconds left in the game. Fakes the left. Swings it instead to Terry. Terry with Heyman wide open. Heyman's got a man. Jonathan Cox. 25 seconds left in the third game of the MLU season. And the pull down to the Boston Whitecaps. Up to Taylor. Taylor with the disc. Taylor looking. He's going to swing it out wide to Danny Clark, who reels it in to Graham. Graham has been quiet today.
10
Doesn't
seconds.
need it. Clark, they might just ball control this to the end of the game. No need to do much. Bumping foul. It's going to stop the clock and give 10 yards to Danny Clark. If they want to get greedy, they might try to jack one up here, but no need for anyone to get hurt, so I doubt they'll do that. Instead, he swings it out. Clock's going to run down.
And that's it.
And there's your game.
This one's in the history books.
Hey, we're here at the end of the game of the New York Rumble and the Boston Whitecaps. Round 2 for these two teams to match up. I have some friends here to visit us. But, Tom, what did you think were some of the keys to that game that you saw?
Some of the keys. Well, Rumble had some unforced errors that led to Boston scoring on Rumble's drops. There were some floaty passes that Boston got the D's up in the air, and the penalties. New York gave up a lot of yards on penalties, and Boston took advantage of the short field without much effort.
Yeah, I think that they just they got all the types of turnovers seemed to end up going Boston's way. There were multiple turnover points. I want to say 3 or 4 times where both teams turned it over, and I think Boston scored on all of those, or maybe 4 out of 5. So I just think they showed a lot more composure in that game than we saw from New York Rumble on that. So we're going to thank you and enjoy watching the games.